and welcome to Wages of Cine, 31 Days of Horror. I'm Dan Beck, and I will be reviewing Vampiri, 1957. The English translation is The Vampires. This was directed by Ricardo Freda. During the 2-week shoot, he left 12 days into it because they were going over budget and over time, so Mario Bava had to step in and finish directing this. Mario Bava was the cinematographer. He did some of the special effects. Mario Bava is one of my favorite directors. He's Italian. Lots of good stuff from him. At the time, in 1957 in Italy, this was the first horror movie that was made with sound. And Mario Bava felt that they should shoot it in black and white even though stuff was being made in color, because some of the special effects that they were using did better for black and white film. In some of his other movies, like Black Sunday, it looks like he uses a similar technique where he ages the person on screen where they don't cut away initially. And what he did was he would use different colored makeups in a red light, and he would fade those in from the others, which would bring out those. You'd actually see them at that time. And they would appear to age, and wrinkles and stuff would form. So this is a cool technique that they used with the black and white film, and that's what he felt it would benefit from, was using that. But at the time, Mario Bava took over and directed. But the movie, it's about vampires, but it's the way that it's set up is it's in Paris, and these young girls are going missing, and when they find their bodies, they have no blood, and they only have like a needle mark in them. And as the story plays out, we're introduced to a journalist, which his fiance ends up going missing. And the whole story kind of revolves around a family called the Dugrand family, which there's an elder, and then there's a scientist, and then there's a niece, a younger niece that is kind of flaunting herself to the journalist. And as the story plays out, they're trying to track down the killer. And there's a heroin addict that comes forward, and he says that that he has been working with them to get these young girls, and has an outlandish story about how they're taking these young girls and draining their blood, and they're using it to transfuse into a lady, and she's becoming younger because of it. And there's a lot of like detective work and stuff like that. And it's not like an innovative concept, but at the time, there was, it wasn't like a truly horror movie. There was like killing and stuff, but it wasn't as cutting edge and like Mario Bava did, because he kind of invented the giallo genre, but it wasn't his writing and stuff. But one thing that is just amazing in this movie is the sets are they're great. They look awesome. They're really gothic. They have a castle feel. They're just, for the time, it felt like I was in a castle, and this was supposed to have been shot on a sound stage. So if you watch it just for that. You're still gonna get something out of it, but it's amazing, the sets and stuff. And it's a nice little story. It's 57, black and white. You're not gonna see a lot of bloody violence or anything, but it's a nice little kind of who's killing who and them tracking them down. And I would recommend this. It's Mario Bava's first direction. It says the first time he had directed, and he went on to direct some really great things. And if you want to get into Mario Bava, it's a good starting place. Start where he started. So, from Wages of Sin, this one comes highly recommended. Vampiri. Check it out.